Welcome to Pretty Meets Power. Here's where we no longer prescribe to aging gracefully, but we're aging with poise and power. I'm Janelle with Janelle's Skin here in Sacramento, California, if you're local, and Girlfriends, Gatherings, and Getaways, my Facebook group. I want to talk to you today about self-care, real self-care. And I want to get real about self-care because it isn't about getting to bliss. And I know sometimes there are things we do that do take us into a blissful state. I think my facials are up there in that category. But it's not about that, and it certainly is not about an instant boost to happiness. It's a tool, one of many, and it's one of many that we need to level the playing field that we're dealing with called life. And of course, there's many forms. And quite frankly, there's a lot of sources and a lot of opinions and guides and tips and rituals. And there's science-backed stuff. And the list goes on and on. And being in the self-care business, I've done my fair share of preaching. Yet with all the content coming at us, the truth is self-care has to be about what you need now, in this very moment. Like, do you ask yourself when you wake in the morning, what do I need? Who do I need to be? What's calling to me? It has to be unique to you. It changes, and it's certainly not always pretty, like that facial that I gave you. The most scary part of self-care is that we often mask it with false pleasures, false senses of, I'm going to do this because it's going to make me feel good. Those are typically those moments where it's a quick boost, but it's really just a dopamine hit we all crave and we all participate in, maybe a bit more regular than we want to admit. I'm attempting to get a bit more honest with myself in this regard. I do know that I'm not going to beat myself up. Just a gentle reminder with some awareness is all I need when I fall short of some of those poles or those shiny objects. I'm doing a reset for the next 90 days. I'm not waiting around for January 1st, and if you've hung with me long enough, you know January is my sacred month to rest and reflect. I am looking closely at my own level of being dishonest with myself and my practices. Note, under a gentle eye. Again, I'm not chastising or judging. I'm looking a bit more deeply, though. I'm reminding myself that there is no happy ending to an unhappy journey. Hence, gentleness with self first and foremost. Time alone is also one of my real self-care practices, not just for journaling, reading, nourishing stuff. It's to help drown out some of the noise. There's a lot of noise out there in the world. Nature is another amazing self-care tool, just walking and letting my mind wander and just taking note of what comes up. Feeling into my body, the mind-body connection is so powerful. Yet it's easy to turn on a podcast or music and not allow wisdom or insight or even intuition to come in. We tend to like the noise sometimes, and we're not even aware of it. I'm choosing one focus for this 90-day reset. I gave myself some quiet space, food came in, and it was just magical how I noticed by just choosing one direction, it rippled into all areas of my life, even how I was booking clients. Of course, my energy, my time, which when I feel well and have energy, my capacity expands. Go figure. Lastly, declutter. Space, social media, email stuff. People, it's fall. What needs to fall away? This is my number one go-to for self-care. Real self-care opens up my physical and mental space for what truly matters. What form of self-care for you do you need to revisit, to evaluate? And is it real? Test it out. Does it lift and give energy, or is it heavy and draining? When it's all said and done, how does or did it make you feel? Rejuvenated or exhausted? Expansive or constricted? Want to join me in my 90-day reset? Jump over to my Facebook group, Girlfriends, Gatherings, and Getaways. Of course, I'm sharing insight from my mentors. Let's have some fun with some delightful reinvention for fall. And oh, by the way, I was easily fooled by choosing food. I got a bit more honest, and food was not ultimately the real focus. Stay tuned for more honest reflection. Who's joining me? It's going to be fun because, again, we don't need to grind through life or white knuckle it. It's going to be easy. So jump in and join. Cheers to the next 90 days.